Hey guys, this is AMS. I'm a final year medical student, and today in this video I'm gonna be showing you 3 most effective ways to present your members which you can use in your next presentation. So I have created 3 tutorials based on what type of content do you have. So let's say you have an image but you have too many details to fill in. So you can go with the first tutorial, or say you have just images with a little bit of description, so you can go with our second tutorial. Or if you have a single photo, a group photo, or a team photo, so you can go with our third tutorial. You can find all the files given in my video description, so stay with me till the end and let's get started. First, right click and go to format background, and from there select a background color whatever you like, or you can go with this color palette I have given in the slide, which I have mentioned in the description below. Now from shape, select a rounded rectangle and insert it on a slide like this. Drag it to the entire slide and align it so that it comes exactly in the center. This will be the space where our contents will be added. Now by clicking on this yellow dot, you can change the roundness of this rectangle. Now right click on your shape and go to format shape option. Click on this and no line. After that, we'll add a white color to our shape. Now decrease its transparency to 18%. Now click on this icon and from shadow we'll select this preset shadow. Now close this window. Now I have pasted my images here. We'll arrange these images one by one in a vertical manner. Now select every images by holding shift, then go to picture format and click on this icon and distribute them vertically. Now resize all the images. Again go to picture format and select picture effects and add a shadow to these images. Now we'll add the names of our members. For that you can also go to picture format and align them in the middle. Do this with every images. Simply select the image with their names. Click on this icon and align middle. Let's give a space between our images and their names. Now I have just added a line in between them to divide them into 2 sections. Now we'll select a rounded rectangle and drag it onto our first member. Make sure to align it in the middle. Now click on this yellow dot and increase the roundness like this. Right click on the shape and send to back. Again right click on the rectangle and send it to back so that the shape aligns right between our member and the rectangle. Click on the shape, remove the outline and add a shape fill. Now in order to highlight our text, we'll select a bright color for it. Now I have added the other contents as well. With this our first slide is complete. So let's just duplicate our first slide. Now hold shift and drag our shape right below our second member. Now again we'll highlight the text with a bright color and change the previous text to black again. Now we'll just replace these contents and we are ready with our second slide. Again let's duplicate our second slide and we'll drag this down and we'll simply change the color of the text. After that replace the contents and now you are ready with your third slide. Now again duplicate your slide and repeat the same process ahead. I'll fast forward this thing and here we are with all of our 4 slides ready. After this we'll select all of these slides and from transition tab select the mouse transition. To start the slideshow press F5 on your keyboard. Now here we have a beautiful slide of members. Now not only members, we can use this design concept to highlight various topics in our presentation. So this was our first presentation and now let's jump on to our next tutorial. First we'll select a rectangle, then draw it on the slide like this. Then right click on the slide and go to format shape option. Remove the outline and now we'll select a color for the rectangle. Once you are done with it, close the Format tab window. Now we will select a text box and we will insert it onto the rectangle. You can directly increase the size of the text by holding Ctrl, right arrow key and Shift key at the same time. After that, add your text and resize it. Now we will select a font and I am going with Fedora Windows Semi Bold. You can adjust the size of your text or you can also select a different color of it if you want. Now insert the images of all the members and rearrange it on the slide like this. Here I am holding shift and dragging them so I can drag them into a straight line. After that, select all the images from picture format. Select this arrow below the crop tool and select this crop to shape option, and after that select circle. And now as you can see here, all the images had been cropped into a circle shape. Now again we will rearrange the images. Now let's insert our logo here and our first slide is ready. So let's duplicate our first slide and here we'll drag our logo out of the slide. Now we'll drag our first image into the blank space here and resize it. Now we'll add a name of the member and also we'll add some details about him. Now this looks pretty good, and also drag all the images here, and after that we'll duplicate our second slide. Now we'll first move this image out of this slide and drag in our second image and also resizing it to match the size of our first image. You can easily do this by holding Ctrl plus Shift and dragging the image from the corners. And now replacing the name and the other contents of our next member. Again rearrange these images. After that we'll duplicate our slide and repeating the same process for the other two images as well. Now once you are done with everything, select all the slides and from transition tab, select the morph transition. And here you have learned how simple it was to make and yet a unique way to present your members in your presentation. So first we'll select everything and delete here. Then from insert tab, let's import an image from this device. Let's just select this and import it on our slide. Now select the crop tool and we'll resize this so that it covers the whole slide. Then go to this arrow and select fill option and then adjust your image. After that we'll go to shapes and select this hollow circle. Now hold shift and make it so big that it covers the entire slide. After that, let's just remove the outline and add a color to it. Now click on this yellow dot on inner border of the circle and drag it out of the slide, which opens up the circle. Now after that, let's just duplicate our slide. Now go to format shape option and reduce the transparency of the shape. Now we'll again click on this yellow dot and bring this inside our slide. Now we'll drag it to highlight our first member's face. Once you are done with that, let's just add the name and the other details of our member. Again we'll duplicate our slide. Now like we did earlier, this time we'll highlight the face of our next member. Now replace the names and the other contents as well. After this, duplicate your slide. Highlight the third member like this and change the name and the contents as well. Now select all the slides, go to transition tab and select morph transition. And here you go with a simple and smooth animation and a much better way to present all of your members. If you find this video helpful, then do like it and share it with your friends.